Yo, what is up gamers? My name is Russ. Welcome back to another weekly vault opening video. I'm very excited about this one because we have 3 mythic slots on my main, my DH, and there's a possibility it could contain a grief torch on mythic. So I'm very excited to jump into it. We've got 3 characters today. I'm going to start on my main, that's my demon hunter. Only a few items we're really looking for at this point. One of those being obviously, as I mentioned, the grief torch. 424 eye level that will be if it's in there. We've got 3 chances on it. There is also a 421 storm slash we could get. You'll remember last week that I didn't take the weapon. I actually took a socket and then I went and redid the raid and the weapon dropped and I was the only person that needed it. So as I not predicted, but that was kind of like my logical thought process to taking the socket. A lot of people flame me, like in the Demon Hunter Discord and stuff. People were flaming me for not taking a weapon. I just went by the sims and my best kind of logic there. So it worked out for us in that case. I'm still looking for a 421 Hunger of the Pack or even a Whetstone or something, just so I don't have to use this puzzle box. But I will take the Grief Torch over those happily. Other than that, gears not too shabby to be honest. Maybe a jeweled signet of Melandrus could be nice for raiding. Otherwise, 421 gloves or 421 tier gloves, so I can chuck those in the catalyst, would be awesome too. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Grief Torch, Storm Slash, maybe a jeweled signet, maybe another trinket, or some gloves. That's kind of what we're looking for. And let's open it on Havoc and just see what we get. I'm gonna pop up if this is a Grief Torch. Come on, I have big hopes. Yes! Fuck yes. Okay. Oh my god, and the Hunger of the Pack in the same vault, dude. I have to take the Grief Torch. Yep, that's it. Yes. Oh, I called it twice in a row on the incarnate icon on the Grief Torch. That is huge. It's like a 2.8k DPS increase for me. That is nutty. I'm really sad about this, but I think I'm never going to unequip this now. So, yep. Insta take that one. Insta take that one. Oh, it's done. I finally got one. And, you know, Bastion slot trinket acquired. 2 birds and 1 stone. I can't believe we got the Hunger of the Pack in the same vault, dude. Oh, I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. All right, so I've gone from 1 annoying to use 2-second cast trinket being the puzzle box to another annoying to use 2-second cast trinket being the grief torch. But this one has potential to reset, which is going to be great for pugging keys. Going to be great for doing boost runs in the raid and insane upfront burst and stuff. And you get that like instant dopamine reward when you use it instead of the puzzle box where you kind of you know, you kind of like see it over time with the DPS increase. So I'm definitely using that one. Insta taking. I'm a bit sad about the Hunger of the Pack to be honest, but nice. Now we got big boy trinkets. Okay, let's jump onto the Priest, which also has 3 Mythic plus slots at 421. Then I also have my Shaman for you guys. So I'll see you on there. All right, so the Priest is not too shabby. We're at 416 equipped. I got some gloves in my bag, these 402 ones, which now I believe as of today the Valor cap is gone, so I can put these up to 415s and then put those in the catalyst, no problems. So we've got a 415 tier piece coming regardless of what we get. These braces are low, but I'll also increase those with Valor. So what I'm looking for in the vault, really, I believe this is only 3 Mythic plus slots. Probably a 421 Rage Feather, 421 Shadow Gem. I'll even take a 421 Horn of Valor because I'd like to try it out with the 2-minute build with you know, syncing it with PI and stuff. We took the cloak last week. Weapon would be pretty minor increase to be honest. So yeah, boots. There's not too much we can really do in the way of gear here. Maybe just on those tier slots for the catalyst and then getting better versions of the trinkets that we already have is pretty much what I'd say is kind of like the big money. I guess 421 legs, and if we get the exact same legs, they would be good. Otherwise, these 418 ones are pretty good. So, yeah, not too many like options. I'd take a Horn of Valor though at this point. So let's just see what we get. There's 3 slots, so maybe we get lucky here. Otherwise, it might be socket time. Shoulders I have, legs I don't need because they've got crit verse. This ring is not that good. These are indestructible. They're the same ones I have, but they're indestructible. So that's tempting. No, I think we're going with a socket for sure. And yeah, I mean, it was bound to happen at some point when we run out of kind of options. So sockets are still good. You know, I can chuck this on my belt. I can chuck this on, I think it's braces, or even my helm. Probably not my helm because that's not my end game helm, but the belt is kind of my end game belt. So probably chuck this on my belt, and look how far the belt's come from that 359 we had a couple weeks back to now a 418 with socket when I put this on. So not a bad vault, not a bad vault. It's good to always fill at least 3 slots so you do have that fail safe of like a guaranteed socket every single week. And now we'll jump on my chamois, which has 2 slots. So the Big Bank Shock did his best to learn how to heal last week on what is being said as one of the harder healer weeks for Mythic Plus. We had bursting and explosive, so a lot of jobs to be done by me there. You know, hitting like over 100 explosives in a dungeon with my Frost Shock, spamming that keybind while trying to heal the bursting and just heal like the dungeon mechanics in general. I don't know too much about healing. I haven't really done it, especially in Dragonflight, but definitely seemed like I had less time to use my damage abilities and more time I actually had to spend actively healing people. But you remember last week we got these 415 bracers. This week we got a 16 slot and I think a 14 slot or a 12 slot or something. So we got 2 slots in M plus vault. Gear's pretty bad, so we'll take anything at this point. With 382, I spent most of last week 378. Got a couple upgrades at the end. I got a neck from the 4 mythic dungeons done from that weekly. Sadly, I'm probably going to replace this with a lariat, but you know, it is what it is. We got 2 piece on this guy, so honestly any of these slots except for bracers, neck, and the 2 tier pieces we already have will be good. So let's just go open it up. I'm going to open it in enhancement loot spec though, because if I get a one-hander, I'm going to craft the one-hander, so I'll have 2 one-handers at that point. And then I'm going to use one of my sparks crafting an enhancement one-hander and one of them crafting a spellcaster one-hander, so I can change between those 2, well, those 3 specs pretty easily. I know it kind of means I'm not going to be at 100% on all the specs or any of the specs, but I'd rather this character be a bit more versatile. That's what I'm going for with this guy. So we're going to open an enhancement and just, yeah, one-hander. One-hander would be awesome, or like any other piece that's terrible. Okay, a whetstone. A whetstone's good. This is also good, 415 chest, but I feel like a whetstone is better. I could use this in healing as well. Just go into melee range and use it, right? So I think a whetstone, even though it's 405, I feel like it's the better pickup because I can just pick up a chest and upgrade it with Valor. I'm going to have to upgrade this one with Valor anyway, eventually, but I feel like this does give me 3-piece, but I don't want to farm this trinket. It's going to be easier for me to get a chest than it is to get this exact trinket. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pick that one. I know it's not like, it's kind of a toss-up. I just rather not have to target farm this trinket on yet another character. So I'm just going to go with it there so I don't have to do core stars spam, right? Whereas I can hopefully pick up a chest a little bit easier if one's traded to me and stuff. The chance of me getting traded a whetstone are pretty slim. So we'll chuck that one on. I'll probably use that in every single spec, to be honest, for damage and healing spec, or for enhancement. Obviously, that's going to be really nice. So there you go. That's the vaults for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm super happy about that grief torch. Yeah, I can't wait for people to see the reaction and stuff and me make a really clickbaity thumbnail about it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully your vaults are going to be good if you haven't opened them already. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week and a great day. And as always, peace. Oh, come to the live stream, by the way.